Here to answer your questions, here's Commissioner of the PFA, head coach of the Wesley White Warriors, Wesley Chase Cartwright.
How y'all doing today? We're going to start off by taking questions from you back there.
How would you assess your team's performance in the preseason game, Coach?
I think the first half was a really rough start for us as a team. I mean, we tried to get the ball to our playmakers, but we were working some guys in because it was a tryout. You know, we were trying to get guys figured out. And it was a new season. It is the start of a new season for us, and just getting those guys worked in was kind of difficult. But then we came out in the second half a lot stronger, and I think we really controlled the game in the second half, and that's why we took the win. We put faith in guys we normally don't put faith in. I mean, that's why Eli signed a place on that contract he did, signed into that big deal, because we had that faith in him as a playmaker. We had that faith in him as a football player, and he came through for us when we needed it. And, you know, guys like Matt's still got a lot to work on. Matt's still got a lot of room to improve. His stamina, he's got to fix it. He's got to be able to last the whole game. He was able to pull out that game, and that's very telling of where his stamina is, because he stayed healthy the whole time. And then, you know, just fixing. He does have some drop problems here and there, but I think he really showed some improvement as a football player. And I think that is very promising for his future, and that's why we signed him to a deal as well.
What are you going to do to prepare for the Aiden Gregg Kickoff Classic?
So this is a tough one for us, because obviously the game's named after a good friend, former player in the PFA, is Aiden Gregg, who's currently fighting in the Marines. That's a very noble thing to do, and I think a lot of us are going to want to go out there for him, and a lot of us are going to want to play for him. But we're going to have to put all that nonsense aside, and we're going to have to play football, essentially. And I think that Doge's team is very excellent at executing certain things. I think those deep balls, those are going to have to be cut out, because the Dogenators are very excellent at hitting those deep throws. And it's just going to be up to me as a safety and up to Eli as that corner to completely shut that down. Because we're not so much worried about Jacob catching those deep throws, we're worried about Joe. And Joe's going to make those big plays, and I think that's what gets you in the long run. It almost got us last week, but right now we're taking it one day by a time, one practice by a time, and I think everybody on the team's prepared. I think we're going to come out for a win. That's what you do every week. We're trying to go 1-0 this week, and that's fine. We're just coming out here to play football, and at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do, and I think we're going to execute very strongly, and we're going to finish when we need to finish.
What did you think about the two tryout players' performances?
Like I said, Matt, very strong, some drop problems here and there, and some stamina issues in the long run that we're very concerned about. But he also showed a lot of improvement from where we were last season with Matt. And especially now that he's going to be a consistent player in PFA, I think that going forward, we're excited. We're excited for Matt's future. Now, for Coop, man, he had some big plays, and like I tell you guys all the time, big time players make big time plays. He had them when it mattered, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But when we needed him the most, he really didn't show up. And he's young; he's got a lot of time left to improve. And I think that is going to keep us from signing him for right now. And I can't speak for Doge, but I know we aren't going to continue forward with him and his future with this team as of yet. If he gets better, you know, we'll call him again. We got his number. But I think right now it's not his time. And hopefully in the future we'll have more tryout players. I know we're keeping in contact with some guys right now. But right now, those are the two we had. And I think one of them played fantastic and earned a spot. And I think the other one played good and just came real short on getting that spot. But hopefully we have more in the future.
What do you think about Team Doge's performance and their signings as of recent?
Like I said, those deep throws really killed us last game. And Doge is an excellent quarterback, an excellent executor. I don't think that they were the better team that day. I don't think that they're going to be the better team this week. I don't think they're going to be the better team this year. Their signing's excellent. Jacob is a fantastic player and showed a lot of improvement over the last couple of seasons. We're glad to have him as a permanent staple in PFA, but I think we got the guys that are going to contribute the most to what we want. I think Joe, obviously we know what you're getting with him. He's a former offensive player of the year. And that is scary to have to go up against every game. But we also have played Joe enough times to know what makes him tick and what makes him go. So I think we're going to shut that. And obviously Doge is a great quarterback. We feel like that we've seen enough of him, though. We've seen enough of him to be able to shut down what he's good at. I don't think that any of the signings that they made are better than any of the signings we made. I think they're obviously the rumors are true. We were trying to sign Joe, and he went another direction, and that's completely fine. And we as a team are completely fine with that. We got the next man up. That was Matt. Sad to see Joe not finish that deal with us, but also very happy to get an excellent playmaker in Matt. But Doge's team is great, but we're going to really see how strong they are over the next couple weeks and how they can compete with us.
Is there anything that you are looking forward to for the future of PFA?
Yeah, like I told you earlier, just those new guys coming in. We're going to start posting the games on our YouTube channel, Park Football Association. We're going to have a lot more color to the game. We want a lot more color to this game. We want a lot more noise made by our promotion, and we want a lot more people playing. We want to be a serious contender to the NFL.
Sir, can you turn the Coke can around? That's our sponsor.
We want to be a serious competitor to the NFL, and I think the more people we get, the better athletes we get, and that is what draws people in. And I think, more people, we're going to play some bigger games, and we're going to play all around a better football. We're going to produce a better product. And with that all being said, I've got a game plan. I've got a game tomorrow, and I've got a group of guys to get ready for tomorrow. And I appreciate you guys taking my answers, and I appreciate you guys being here today. It meant a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and dismiss everybody here, and we can get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the 8th grade kickoff classic.